welcome all of you, the MCOM second semester, to the subject of research methodology, and the lesson number is 27. The today's topic is about the concepts of survey in research under the research methodology. I am your teacher, Dr. K.V. Somnath, GS College of Commerce, Varta, Maharashtra. Let us first go for the fundamentals of the survey. An introduction to survey. A survey is a research method used for collecting data from a predefined group of respondents to gain information and insights into various topics of interest. They can have multiple purposes, and researchers can conduct in many ways depending on the methodology chosen and the study's goal. The data is usually obtained through the use of standardized procedures to ensure that each respondent can answer the questions at a level playing field to avoid biased opinions that could influence the outcome of the research study. The process involves asking people for information through a questionnaire which can be either online or offline. However, with the arrival of new technologies, it is common to distribute them using digital media such as social networks, email, QR codes, or URLs. Then the question is how to create a survey with a good design. Means how the survey design should be. The survey usually has its beginning when a person, a company, or an organization faces the need for data and information, and there is no existing data which is sufficient to solve their problem. So, taking into consideration the following recommendations, let us go for learning how to create a survey with good design. The first one is define objective. The survey would have no meaning if the aim and the result are unplanned before deploying it. The survey method and the plan should be in the form of actionable milestones as well as the sample planned for research. Appropriate distribution methods for these samples also have to be put in place right at the outset. Next one is the number of questions. The number of questions used in a research study is depend on the end objective of the research. It is essential to avoid redundant queries in every way possible. So the length of the questionnaire has to be dictated only by the core data metrics that have to be collected. Means the objectives and the queries connected to this questionnaire which may arise in future while going for survey, and finally the metrics associated with the number of questions. The next one is simple language. One factor that can cause a high survey dropout rate is the respondents finds the language difficult to understand. So therefore it is imperative to use easily understandable text in the survey. Means you have to use the amicable language which can be understood by a common man. No technical jargon highly in it. Question types. There are several types of questions that can go into survey. It is essential to use the question types that offer the most value to the research while being the easiest to understand and answer the respondent. Using the net promoter score questions or the multiple choice questions help increase the responsiveness to the survey at a higher rate. Next one is consistent scales. If we are using rating scales, definitely we should consider that the entire questionnaire should have, or the survey with the questionnaire should have either 3-point scale or the 5-point scale, or from -3 to +3 or -5 to +5. There should be only one, either -3 to +3 or -5 to +5, but no variations of scales while using for consistent scales in the questionnaire. Next one is survey logic. Logic is one of the most critical aspects of the survey design. If the logic is flawed, respondents will not be able to continue further or the desired way. Logic has to be applied and tested to ensure that on selecting an option, only the next logical question shows up. The survey questions, how to ask the right question. This is a very important thing because the way you ask the question in a right manner will be resulting into giving you exact and accurate data and information. Useful questions are the cornerstone for the success of any survey and subsequently any research study. The characteristics of these survey questions are as follows. Data collection. Whether it is an email, SMS, web intercept, or a mobile app survey, the single common denominator that determines how effectively you can collect accurate and complete responses is your survey questions and their types. The fundamental levels of measurement scales. 4 measurement scales are crucial to creating a multiple choice question in a survey. They are nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio measurement scales, without the fundamentals of which no multiple choice questions can be created. Hence, it is essential to understand these levels of measurement to create a robust research framework. Now, the use of different question types. This is another point. Multiple choice questions are the most common type of survey question, in which some of the popular question types are dichotomous questions, semantic differential scale questions, rank order questions, and rating scale questions. Open-ended questions help collect in-depth qualitative data. The next one is administering the survey. It is essential to plan the type of survey to ensure the optimum number of responses required for the study. It could be a mix of interviews and questions or a questionnaire. Interviews could be either telephone interview or face-to-face interview or online interview, and the questionnaires can be personal intercept or web surveys. I hope you might have understood what actually and how the things are supposed to be taken into consideration while we have to go for learning the fundamental concepts on the part of the survey in research methodology. So I request you to go through once again all the things that is very important to keep in mind when we go for the learning of the survey and the concepts related and linked to survey in the research methodology. Till then, stay safe and stay protected. Thank you very much all of you.